We're adding a star to the Arizona Diamondbacks every year until they win the World Series. We're going to spin a wheel that tells us how good of an upgrade we can make after each season. The Arizona Diamondbacks are going to start with the 11th ranked team, 8th in contact, 13th in power, 22nd in defense, 15th in pitching and speed. I don't even know what's going on with this team going into year one. There's some green here. The middle infield, right field, and the starting rotation's not bad. Let's simulate season one and see what our starting point is. And the Diamondbacks have a pretty solid season. They go 88-74 in their first year. They make the playoff as a wild card team. They're going to play the Brewers, and they lose to the Brewers. Year one, round one elimination for the D-backs. Brewers end up sweeping the Astros in the World Series in this one. William Contreras was the World Series MVP. Pete Alonso and Corey Seager were the league MVPs, and Tarek Skubal and Zach Wheeler were our Cy Youngs. First upgrade, what we got? This is my favorite part. We're spinning the wheel, and our first upgrade is going to be get to 92. It's a modest 83. I'm taking 83 Griffin Jacks. We're just going to fluff up the bullpen with this lower overall land. That bumps the Diamondbacks up to the 8th ranked team now, 8th in contact, 7th in pitching. So now the bullpen ranks as top 10 in the league with Griffin Jacks as the closer. The Diamondbacks not only have a down year, they go 69-93 and miss the playoffs by a mile. What a terrible season. The Mariners win the World Series in 7 over the Phillies. Dramatic. Luke Raley was the World Series MVP, and Kyle Schwarber, Bobby Witt Jr. were your league MVPs. Schwarber batted .315. Christopher Sanchez went 25-3 with a 2.0 ERA. Griffin Jackson's first season with the team pitched 50 innings and had 36 saves with a 2.8. Good year. Corbin Carroll did miss 60 games this season, so that doesn't help. Tel Marte only hit 16 home runs and batted .240. Upgrade number 2. If I could get it to spin. Here we go. It is a player. I thought it was going to go to 85, a player that has been traded. I'm going to triple down on speed. Pete Crow Armstrong was originally traded when he was a Mets prospect. We're going to put him in there, the 99 overall center fielder next to Corbin Carroll. And just like that, they're a top 3 team in baseball. 5th in contact, 7th in pitching, 6th in defense, 9th in speed. Does the lack of power become a problem? We're now green at shortstop, center field, right field, second base, catcher with a top 10 bullpen. Mediocre starting rotation and mediocre power, though. Will that come back to haunt us? The Diamondbacks finish 85-77 this time, but they do not make the playoffs. They once again miss out on the postseason, and the Mariners win the World Series in 5 over the Braves. Cade Marlowe is your World Series MVP, and Marcelo Zuna and Aaron Judge are your league MVPs. Tarek Skubal and Zach Wheeler won the Cy Young Award. And now our third upgrade to the team. Give me another 99. Let it be a monster. Stop it, future Hall of Famer. 93 is really good, too. Today's video is brought to you by my friends at Nike. Hit that affiliate link down below and shop Nike products today. Big 93 overall edition, Max Fried. We're throwing a southpaw in the rotation, but that does not move the overall rank of the Diamondbacks. They stay in 3rd, but they jump up to the 3rd best pitching staff. Green, green, green. Lots of green, including a top 5 overall rotation, 10th bullpen, a great pitching staff now. The left side of this field, outside of Perdomo, is sketchy. And just like that, we bounce back in a big way. Our best season yet at 98-64. They make it as a wild card team, though, because those Dodgers, we're going to play the Braves in the first round, and they win. So now they're going to move on to the division series against those LA Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani, and that's where we lose. We come up short against those Ohtani Dodgers, but we are getting very close. The Tigers have defeated the Dodgers in the World Series. They got them in 5. Gleyber Torres had a huge series and wins MVP. Your league MVPs are Juan Soto and Bobby Witt Jr. They both had 50 homer seasons and batted .310. Bailey Ober wins your Cy Young Award along with Blake Snell. Now we have upgrade number 4. Number 4 is alumni. Anyone who used to play for the Diamondbacks. I'm going to go best player we can get. 90 overall, Dalton Varsho is screaming at me. We already have a center fielder, but we'll find somewhere for him. He's got 99 fielding. The Diamondbacks are still stuck at 3rd overall, but they're 3rd in contact. They're now 3rd in pitching and defense. Varsho slides down to DH, but we probably should be flipping him and Lourdes. And now, believe it or not, we actually win less games than last season, but we still get in the playoffs, 95-67. We're in there as a wild card team again, and we are again again playing the Braves. And this time, oh my God, the Braves did it again. We lose to the Braves back-to-back seasons in the same exact scenario. And the White Sox, wait, what? White Sox have claimed Tommy Henry. We're losing players after getting eliminated. The Phillies beat the Twins in the World Series. It was a 7-game series. Trey Turner wins World Series MVP. Your league MVPs are Marcell Ozuna and Jose Ramirez. Your Cy Youngs are Garrett Cole and Max Fried. How about that? A Max Fried Cy Young Award. Who's our next upgrade going to be? Give us an MVP winner. We're getting an 85. 85 overall, Royce Lewis is going to take over the hot corner. That pretty much fills up the lineup. Still stuck at third. This doesn't make any sense to me. Third in contact, fifth in power, third in pitching, fourth in defense. What is going on? And this team suddenly has won 10 less games than they did in year 4. 88 and 74 now. And they make the, though they are still in the same spot. They're going to play the Brewers in the wild card. And they win. We're moving on to the division series now against those pesky Dodgers. And they get eliminated by the Dodgers in 4 games, and those Dodgers go on to beat the Orioles in the World Series. James Outman was your World Series MVP, and Shohei Ohtani and Tarek Skubal won the MVP award in the regular season. Tarek Skubal won the Cy Young and Yamamoto over on the NL side. Skubal had a monster season, Cy Young and MVP. I wouldn't mind adding Skubal to the team, to be honest, but I feel like we need to take Ohtani from the Dodgers just to put us over the top. But we keep landing in the 80s today. 84. The 84 overall first baseman Wilson Contreras of the Cardinals fits this team like a glove. Finally, they break the hurdle and get over. Second now in the league. First in contact and defense. Now, this is one of the most complete teams we've ever put together for one of these builds, and they go 113 and 49. They lose less than 50 games, and they win the division. They still get eliminated by the Dodgers in the NLDS. We're just gonna have to take someone from their team. Dodgers end up losing to the Mariners in 5 in the World Series. Eugenio Suarez was World Series MVP. Shohei Ohtani and Yordan Alvarez were the season MVPs, and Bowden Francis won the Cy Young Award. Don't let me down now, man. It has been 3 spins since we had someone over an 85. And 89 feels like a Hall of Famer at this point. I'll take it. 4 out of our 7 spins have been under 90 overall. 89 overall, George Kirby's going to join an already stacked rotation. Can they win it in year 8? And just like that, the Diamondbacks are the #1 ranked team in the game. Is that enough to get it done? So the Diamondbacks finished 98 and 64 in year 8. Their second time finishing with this record. They finished with this record in year 4. Year after they added Max Fried. They're going to play the Padres in a 3-game series for the wild card. Let's see how it goes. They win. Now they're going to be taking on the Phillies in the National League Division Series. So no Dodgers this time around. We'll sim the first 3 games, and we're up 2-1. We'll sim game 4, and we move on. We're going to be taking on those Dodgers in the NLCS now. We meet them once again, but this time 1 round later. The 7-game series with the Dodgers. We'll sim the first 3 games, and we're down 3-0. We got swept. That's tough. That's really tough. They lose 3 straight 1-run games, and then they score 1 in the 4th. That's tough. The Dodgers go on to defeat the Mariners in the World Series. Max Muncy gets World Series MVP, and Fernando Tatis Jr. and Brent Rooker win MVP. The year 8 upgrade. Can we win in year 9? Give me a chance to take someone from the Dodgers. That's not the Dodgers. It's the American League. Tarek Skubal, come on down. Give me another monster ace. It's the best way to just throw salt on the... We got to win here. Skubal, Fried, Kirby, Burns, and Zach Gallen is the 1 through 5. The Diamondbacks actually have their best season. I didn't think they'd top 113, but they finished 114 and 48 just to lose to the Mets in the National League Division Series. This is getting outlandish at this point. The Phillies sweep the Mariners. Sosa won World Series MVP? That doesn't feel right. Royce Lewis won league MVP? How did we pull that off? Wheel spin number 9. I am so disappointed in this Arizona franchise right now. So disappointed. A 93. Give me another outfielder. They finally moved someone into their secondary. Corbin Carroll's going to be in left. Ronald's going to play his primary. Dalton Varsho's the DH. This team's gross. Another big season from the D-backs. This time 107 wins. Is this the squad that's going to get it done? They do move on to the NLCS at least. So they had the bye week. Then they win the division series. Now they're taking on the Mets again. A second shot at those New York Mets. And they take them down. Here we go. The Blue Jays or the Twins. Who's it going to be? It's the Toronto Blue Jays and a Diamondbacks Blue Jays matchup. Let's sim the first 2 games. We're down 2 games to none. Going on the road, down 2 games to none. We win game 3, 11-7. What can we do in game 4? We're down 3 games to 1. We got to go on a miracle run here, and we lose in 5. We get to the World Series, and we fold. Year 10. No, we're going into the 11th season, our 10th upgrade. This went on far too long. And we will be adding a 90 overall. I'm going to keep adding pitching depth here. We're going to go with Sonny Gray, and we're going to run it back. The year 11 Diamondbacks, once again, really good. 105 and 57. They've won 100 games, 4 out of the last 5 seasons, 98 in the year that they didn't. They will be taking on the winner of the wild card round, which will be the Brewers, whom they lose to. We are going to a year 12. The Orioles win the World Series over the Dodgers, and this team is, they just can't do it. They're not built for it. Wheel here, but I'm so disappointed. This team should have been to multiple World Series at this point. A 95. Yeah, I'm going shopping on those Dodgers. Give me Yamamoto. There's no one else I was targeting. First in center, first in the pitching staff, first at second base, top 10 at third, short, right, first, catcher, and bullpen. The Diamondbacks have once again had a big season. Their 3rd best season overall out of 12 here, 110 wins, and they're going to face the Pirates of all teams in the first round, where they do sweep. And now they are going to be playing the Braves in the NLCS. So we got the bye, we sweep the Pirates, and now it's time for these Atlanta Braves. We're going to sim the first 3 games of the series, and we're up 3 games to none, and you can make it a sweep. So now it's the Diamondbacks and the Boston Red Sox, a year 12 second World Series appearance. It's a 1-1 series after the first 2 games at home. First game in Boston, we're down 2 games to 1. Second game in Boston, it's a 2-2 series. Third and final game in Fenway, and we have us a 3-2 series lead. Here it is at home with an opportunity to win the World Series. The Diamondbacks are going to enter the game. George Kirby's scheduled to go in this one, and the lineup is stacked. George Kirby's going to take the mound, and he gives up 2 in the first inning. We're working from behind right away, but we get it right back. 2 runs each in the first inning, and this is already a classic. 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd for the Diamondbacks, and now we're up 5-2. George Kirby with a good bit of energy and a lead to play with now. 17 postseason innings. He got a 3.1 ERA. He gets another 0. And after we put up another 0, George Kirby gets another 0. Garrett Crochet, 2.1 ERA, 33 innings in the postseason, but we got him for 5 here, and we're going to get another 0. I thought we could get him there because he was so tired, but we do not. 5-2 for George Kirby, top 6. He gives up 1. It's a 2-run game. Josh Winkowski comes in, and he gives up that run right back. The second time in this game, we match what the Red Sox do in the top half. 6-3 game in the 7th, and we give up 1 more. That's going to be it for George Kirby. Got a little bit cocky there, hoping he can get an extra 0. Josh Winkowski back out. Nope, Zach Kelly comes out, and Zach Kelly gets absolutely shredded. The Diamondbacks are going to win the World Series because they're winning 16-4 in the top of the 8th. The rally of all rallies. Griffin Jax gets a 0 in the top of the 8th. We'll sim the bottom of the 8th where they tack on 1 more, and now we are going to get in there and watch the team celebrate. Griffin Jax will pitch to Romy Gonzalez with a runner on first, 0-1 on that sinker. We're going to have another opportunity to celebrate at home. So many of these World Series celebrations during this star build series we've been doing have been at home, and we get another one. There's a big strikeout. I actually thought there was 2 outs when we came in. There was only 1, so we're going to have to get 1 more batter here. First pitch fastball to Wilyer Abreu. He was late. And we do! Justin Martinez out of the pen, and the Diamondbacks win the World Series in year 12. It only took 5 100-win seasons, 7 90-win seasons, and 11 different upgrades. How many stars does it take to win a World Series with the Diamondbacks? The answer is at least 11. Griffin Jax, Pete Crow Armstrong, Max Fried, Dalton Varsho, Royce Lewis, Wilson Contreras, George Kirby, Tarek Skubal, Ronald Acuna, Sonny Gray, and Yamamoto. Is it a coincidence they win the World Series as soon as they take a player from the Dodgers? Probably not, but I don't care. That was a lot of fun. Actually, the most fun I've had on one of these in probably the last 6 or 7 that we've recorded. That went a little bit too long, but I really enjoyed the way we filled out all the holes and just progressively built a deep team. By the end there, we were just grabbing best player available. Grichuk celebrates and left of all guys to be on the field after all the upgrades we make. Randall Grichuk is on the field for the celebration. Rob Manfred hands the trophy over, and the Diamondbacks have won the World Series. Second World Series for the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're having a pool party. Comment what team I should do next.